Let's see. Good morning, good night, good afternoon, whatever time you're watching this. But for me it's 5 a.m. around. Okay. Hello you guys. Welcome to AngieBlog. So nice to have you here today. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yeah, so today is a very, very specific and different reading. I'm sorry guys that I haven't been able to come back here. This full moon for me has been very emotional, let's say, and yeah, we're gonna look into the moon readings. I already charged, and this too is like I wanted to charge the rocks properly, do the proper cleansing for crystals, and that's something that an advice that it's kind of wanted to put it out there for any crystal healers or any psychic readers and stuff like that, that you must have how do I say, like a self-discipline ritual for cleansing your crystals, okay, under other new moons or full moons. It's kind of like if you use it for many clients or many people, remember that it's energy, right? So they stored kind of energy, but also at the same time, like they need that cleansing just like any tools that used for healing purposes, right? Like a doctor wouldn't use his tools with other patients without cleansing their equipment and stuff like that, right? It's kind of the same thing, okay? Definitely I recommend using selenite for everything to cleanse your crystals anytime you want. It doesn't matter for moon rituals and stuff like that. But I usually like to also charge it and cleanse it during sunlight because the sun has this energy of like really intense and purifying kind of thing and very bright, right? And yeah, so that's what I wanted to tell you guys. I hope you're good. This reading might not resonate with everybody. It might resonate with some of you, but if this message found you, it was for you. There are some messages here that we're gonna look into. And yeah, we're gonna look into it. But other than that, I do have, yeah, like that's what I wanted to say is that the reason for this reading is also for those who are dealing with spiritual attacks, especially this full moon, if somebody has done any, black magic, black spells and stuff like that. But also to let you know that you are protected, divinely guided, and that you have nothing too much worry about, okay? Other than that, these ascended masters also have dealt with spiritual attacks. They have seen things that other people haven't seen, and for that they have been kind of like, outcasts or whatever. But at the same time, their beliefs were very different than other people, and there's plenty of reasons why, right? But yeah, today this reading is going to be about this. But yeah, it has been very difficult for me to come back here, and that's why like I have to even like my videos probably now are gonna be like this, like not really showing my face, or I'm gonna do some with showing my face, but I already know that I'm divinely protected and stuff like that. Like anything bad or I block any black energy or any evil energy sent my way will be sent back to sender, and so it is 110 times fold. But also at the same time is that you still feel, not feel, but you feel kind of like drained by the fact that it could be, you know, many people, or, you know, you can't control what people do, right? You cannot, right? Like, you can't. The only thing you can control is how you react and how you alchemize or use that type of energy sent to you, and, you know, convert it into like love and forgiveness and good creativity, or I don't know, use it for good, right? And this is another thing where they kept pointing me out, on kind of the spirits, about these cards that I recently just got. This one is for the chakras. It's called, it's chakra cards. It's like Method, Nikki. So we're gonna read some of that. There's some of that I was guided to also talk about. I wrote on my blog 7 chakras crystals that you could use for healing, and then they wanted to let you know why. Why are we doing this? Okay. Also, there's a message here. This is our cards. These are crystal tarot cards. They're really cool. Feel it. And basically, they have crystal. You know, what kind of crystal you should use for this specific card, and depending on the energy or the situation that you're going through. So I thought this was really cool. So we're gonna look into that. Yeah, the energies are very, I mean, for the full moon, and for people who are very sensitive, it definitely feels very, you know. But also I feel like this love and grace and amazing energy from, you know, masters. I know that a lot of people are going to have some controversy because of the religion's beliefs and stuff like that, especially because they're like, oh, okay, here we go, Christianity, Catholic, right? And that's the perception that they have, you know, put into our minds too, which is pretty sad, because we should learn from every religion. You know, even them tell me, like, that's not really, like, they made us super, you know, and it's not about race, but we make it so much about race, you know. But also it's like there is white supremacy everywhere, right? So it's that's something that we have to be aware of, you know, ourselves, and then how to go about that, right? And that's something that it's been in my mind and my head a lot, you know. And that too is like, we don't really feel these attacks, right? Like, they don't really, like, we just know about them, right? Like, we have that, like, if we're intuitive and have really understand how this works and how spiritual warfare and stuff like that happens, like, you know, they're trying to teach us that too. And that too, that's why I had to take some time, guys, to kind of recharge and, like, get back into, like, you know, sleeping routine and stuff like that, so I can get stronger to be back here, okay? Because it's very, like, you know, I don't wish this on anybody, okay? But this is something that I'm dealing with, and also, like, they're showing me how to deal with this type of situation, because all of them have experienced spiritual, and also it says in the Bible too, you know. And it's not something that it's just that I have to, like, literally just retreat back and, like, assess what was going on, like all these dreams, all these downloads, like what, you know. And also that I'm going through my own healing about, you know, this situation, and also situation knowing that these people have this ill, bad intentions, you know. And then also that's too, it's like, you know, it's going back to them, you know. And then at the same time you're like, man, like, you don't wish him harm, but this is, you know, what karma does, right? So yeah, we're gonna talk about a little bit of some truths, about some messages, but yeah, let's get into the reading. But that's what I wanted to tell you guys, that it's okay to rest, you know, rest is productive, and also brave to all those people who could create and do YouTube videos and stuff like that during full moon, like, amazing. That's what they were trying to say, like, amazing, you know, you accomplished something, you know, that a lot of people working on, right? Like even for me, it was very difficult to come back. Like I was just like, I don't know if I feel like I had all these fear and doubts, and I was just exhausted and tired, and it was just like a lot of headaches, like, and that's what it's like. I want to talk about these things, but at the same time, I don't want to talk about it because it's like the person who's doing this is watching, like, oh yeah, it worked or whatever, you know. And that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm sending you healing, and you know, and I hope your karma, you know, it's not so bad, because it's not like I don't do that. Like, I don't spend my life and my time wishing ill on other people and bad intentions and hateful and envious things. Like, that's, you must be someone going through so much stuff, and that's what I wanted to start about forgiveness. Like, Master Jesus, forgive Judah, right? Forgive all these people, like, doing horrible things, put him in a cross, like all of y'all, to save everyone pretty much, right? But also to make us understand that there is a lesson in that also about forgiveness. Like, this is something that we, all of us, have a very hard time to do, right? So that's why they want to give you guys messages about there's certain things that deserve some forgiveness for yourself, okay? You're on the path of light, love and forgiveness. Father healing is possible at this time. So there's a lot of people going through some father wounds, right? Like some really intense father wounds, right? And that's something that, you know, it's part of the, after you go through your ego death, and that's kind of the process where it starts the ascension process, right? This is where forgiveness starts happening, right? Because you're understanding that, you know, everybody's not perfect, and there's a lot of things that people do or don't do, but at the same time, you know, you think that for some reason or some way that, you know, it's not possible to heal, right? But at the same time, this is a possibility. That's what they're letting you guys know. They went through so much stuff, right, to be who they are, right? But at the same time, they kept their integrity, their love, their kindness, their conditional love. They were healers, right? Another thing, these are people who were heavily persecuted. They were basically outcasts of society. At the same time, you have ancient ancestry that kind of like confirms that a lot of we can do are manifest, right? We're really masters of manifesting. So magic manifesting. So a lot of people decided to, instead of manifesting, they decided to release as well, right? But there's other people who manifested dark magic, right? Horrible things. But the thing is that this is what ancestors and masters ascended want to let you guys know, that it's going back to them. Oh yes. Oh yes. And this is also their warning for their karma that is coming, because it's pretty bad. There's could be death, right? There could be some intense, like, these are people who also got persecuted for the ability in psychic and things that they could do. Like Jesus could heal people with his hand, Reiki kind of healing, right? Spiritual, like really intense. He tapped into that with the 40 days that he decided, and also that too, it was the 40 days to avoid temptation, guys. Like, he was literally followed by the devil with the snake, with all these things that will show him, like, those 40 days he had to fight the devil, basically, in the spiritual sense, okay? And I'm telling you guys, this is real, because it happens to a lot of us who are in that ascension process, where we retreat from society to kind of like, and that's during our meditation, during times of sleeping, and sometimes we cannot sleep. Like, it's a premonition. Like, she could see what would happen in the fights, like if they would win or not win. Like, that was her gift, that was her ability, that she used it to help people. And she still got persecuted because they thought that there was like witchcraft, right? But again, Catholic, all these religious things that preventing people from doing what they were supposed to be doing here. Some of them did what they needed to be done, right? Joan of Arc, voice of truth. Stand strong, focus on your purpose, release the fear of persecution, and speak your truth. There's a lot of people who are hiding things right now, or who are trying to save other people, but at the same time, it's like you just forgive yourself for things that you have done in the past that you need to let go of. Now, for some reason, they're letting us know that there's a connection between these people right now, in a sense where some of you, it could be that you have some ancestral lineage with these ascended masters. They have a message for you. Or it could be that this is just a general reading, a general message as well. Right now, I'm just tapping into this energy and see what is going on in the collective right now. So this is a timeless reading collective, and we will see what the message that they're trying to say. But at the same time, these are people who have been persecuted, who have been targeted, who have been dismissed, and also completely gaslight, bully, or whatever it is because of their abilities that they had, right? And I guess you're a person that probably has some types of truth, some type of gift, some type of things that you know that you're meant to be doing here, but you're not able to, or someone is sending you black magic or dark magic or something. They're trying to tamp down your gift. Maria Magdalene, she had, like, I feel it immensely. This is for people who need to heal their sacral chakra. We're definitely going to talk about that. But she awakens a lot of our spiritual lessons. This happens during times of really intense, things that happen to us, especially during our karma or things that we have to do, right? I also feel a very deeply connection to her for some reason, don't know. Teacher awakens. You have something important to share. Follow the inner call. Don't let anything stop you. Remember, this is a person who, nobody believed her that Jesus was her twin flame, her soulmate. Jesus was a man. And this is what he's trying to let us know, that he was a man at the end of the day. Yes, he was a spiritual ascended master. He knew what his purpose was here. He is the Son of God, right? But at the same time, there's a connection between these ones that I'm still trying to understand. Let me know in the comments if you understand what this means, if you're more intuitive, I guess, or if you have more knowledge about these Masters Ascendant. But this is what they're trying to let us know, okay? There's each of us, of you or the listener, you have a sacred vision, right? So choose to forgive. You see, there's a lot of forgiveness that needs to happen. We've been wounded. This is for wounded warriors, right? And it makes sense where a lot of the rocks that I felt called to do today were kind of to heal that emotional strength, right? And focus on that inner wisdom, right? So that you can see your vision. The lilies that I see, I don't know if you can see it, guys. I hope you can't. Have this white color, which symbolizes health, right? Or healing time, or self-care, or beauty, wisdom, knowledge. And then again, this is the double. We just passed the full moon of Gemini, right? So the double, like the mortal and the mortal and the immortal. I don't know. There's something that we need to continue researching and healing and resting. I feel like that's what they're trying to also tell you guys, and also a lot of forgiveness. There's a lot of forgiveness that needs to happen within ourselves. You're also going through very, very deep spiritual awakenings, and there's, we have to be in that courage, bravery, and telling our truth and speaking our truth at the same time, working on our missions, right? Yeah, definitely what I'm feeling. All right, so the Holy Amethyst, there's a lot of people who are working now with that alchemy kind of thing, the spiritual sense, and using amethyst, guys. Amethyst, she's very, very, and also it's funny how the colors of this specific cards that came out is for the crown chakra, right? The throat chakra. Yeah, these ones are very good because you see it says the throat chakra, which one? It's good. And you see, it's funny they're talking about the truth. So there's a lot of truth that has been kind of hidden, right? That it hasn't been kind of explained or said, right? And it needs to be talked about more. And in terms of religion, it's kind of the truth in terms taking out that aspect of and looking at it in a different perspective where these people, because of Christianity, Catholic, or whatever thing, like hierarchy or whatever, it was just not really understood or really misunderstood and taking for a completely different thing. We're here to Earth School. We're here to learn and to understand and be one with the universe and God and Gaia and creation. Like it's, not division, not this chaos and hateful and devilish things. So this is what they're trying to show us, that also when we're protecting ourselves, we have to be careful. Like, each crystal have to, balance. Everything has to be balanced, okay? Too much of a thing, it's not good, okay? Okay, so yeah, divine alchemy. Move beyond current challenges. Focus on what you desire, okay? So yeah, that's true. Amethyst, she loves to give you that incentive. She's really good with like, your third eye, like, so you can get more psychic insights, abilities, and stuff like that. She's really good at healing you as well, and protection. Like she's very, like, it feels like a mama energy for sure. Master Buddha, increase awareness. So I feel like a lot of us are creating these like routines of present moment, right? Being more present, speaking our truths, having time for forgiveness, self-care, healing our inner child wounds, especially if we have been people who have been, abused and stuff like that. Like that's when my Ramata is here. Like I feel it in my wound. Like whenever I talk about her, I feel this like sensation in my wound. That's something that a lot of people don't really talk about, and this is another thing where her and Jesus have this connection. Like nobody knew about it, like, right? Like they could talk to each other telepathically. And this is something where I also feel like Joan Arc had that ability, but not with a lot of people. And that's true. Like a lot of people don't understand it. Like they take it like, oh, these people have this power. Why can't I have it? Right? Kind of thing. It's not a power. It's like a gift. It's something that divine, that God has given these people, but for a specific reason. It has nothing to do with competition or trying to be better than the other. Like it had nothing to do with that. It's all love. It's just that these people were able to hold that type of power, frequency. Not everybody has that. I don't know how to explain. I wish it was a possibility to explain, but you see, I see this is where Mother Mary comes in, the love and peace. Like nobody understood, like how can she be pregnant without it? It's true. She had a spirit, an angel, to let her know that she was going to conceive. Like she had a baby already, but it was in the both world, was the spiritual world and the human world. And this is why it was done. So that way he can bring the liberation, the salvation, to help humans to liberate their souls. But also there's a balance. There's people who have this ability, there's some people that don't, but they could work on it, but it has to be balanced, you see? And this is why some of them are more faster to learn this ability, because everybody has it. It's just they went through difficult life experiences that wake their situation. For example, Jesus was a completely unique story, right? Because he came through somebody without, and it's like a miracle, right? And this is where I see the Holy Spirit. Like, there's things that we're not understanding, we're not supposed to understand. You understand? Like, everything is divine plan. You just have to trust it and believe and have faith, right? Have faith in bigger things that are coming on the way. That too, a lot of prayers are being answered. They are going to be answered even more, right? Through us. Master Buddha, increase awareness, deep connection, trust your inner voice, right? So the more deeper we go in, the more we understand it, the more we meditate, create spiritual practices or whatever. It doesn't have to be spirit, like it could be anything. Like Buddha it's a spiritual, but also like you find your own way. Whatever makes you feel good inside, whatever makes you happy. There's a lot of joy in the solar plexus here that he's trying to let you guys know, but also love and peace. This should be our mentality. Empathy, kindness, compassion, right? Bravery, courage, right? Because we have to speak up. We have to say things that needs to be said. We have a mission, but we also are manifestors, and we have literally divine protection and Holy Spirit. Whatever it means to you, it could mean any religion, doesn't matter. Remember that only love is real. Miracles will occur naturally. Spirit has your back. Okay, guys? You're not alone in this. You're not doing this all by yourself, Everybody has a path, a different situation, or different things that they have to do in their life, okay? But each of us have a mission and vision that we all are supposed to enhance it and work on it and put it somewhere to use that it can be good for humanity. Each of them figure out a way when they were spiritually awakened, when were there, understanding that they have psychic abilities, that they could do other ability to help the planet, help the world, help heal. And why not? Why wouldn't they do it? You see? But at the same time, it's like, they were speaking the truth. And a lot of us know that this society, this toxic stuff, it's all lies, fake stuff. And this is why, things get complicated. People who tell the truth are not, respected or disrespected, they're killed or whatever, persecuted. It's just crazy. But other than that, I think that's what they wanted you guys to know and understand. And let's continue seeing what else we can say, or what exactly the energy says it is. But for sure, these two, yeah. So truth and space. So some of us are asking, or going to, working on truth, right? Or what's the truth and what's, lies. And also working on forgiveness. Forgiving, takes time. It's like healing process, right? And also taking space. You have to take some space. Some of them, they will always take their time and space whenever, they had to walk away from certain things, right? Certain things that weren't serving. Truth. It is safe for me to align with and express my higher truth. Wisdom and knowing. I allow others to hold a different perspective to me and know that there is enough space in the universe to all of our truth, including my own. I am honest with myself and hear the resonance of truth in my words. I express my truth. I love this. It's really cool. So yeah, you see you guys are working on your throat chakras, which is really good. Throat chakras are good. Lapis-lazuli is really good for the throat chakras. Kyanite, I use it whenever where's my kyanite? Is it dropped? Oh, yeah, it is. Yeah, I use it on my throats because it's helpful for communications. And moonstones helps you for protection and also gives you a boost of energy. So all these things help you with the throat, but usually, yeah, there's angelic too. This is really cool. Recently, I just noticed that it has like a little, it feels like a feather. It's interesting, but yeah, and it's called angelic, right? Space. I have all the space that I need to flourish, grow, and express myself. I take up my space in all areas of my life. The space around me is clear, and I continue to cleanse and make sacred my space. I have space. So I see you guys, doing cleanup, doing things, getting ready for Christmas, holidays, or anything like that. If you celebrate that, if you don't, that's totally fine. You probably are cleansing, doing things to cleanse yourself, work on yourself. And I think that's awesome. All right. So I already see the Wheel of Fortune at the bottom of the deck. So a lot of us are in that process of changing and realizing what comes around goes around, right? So that's definitely something that I see a lot of us are going through, right? It's already 2. Yeah. 6 of Pentacles and 10 of Swords. So yeah, there's been a lot of deceptions and we have chosen to walk away from it, right? Like the 6 of Pentacles is literally divine guidance to guide you guys away from certain situations that have deceived you, that have betrayed you, that have done not good things, right? Now, for those dealing with difficult situations, as you see the crystals that are pointing out, it's very similar to what has happened in the past for a lot of people who have dealt with very intense situations, not being understood, not thinking that they were healers and psychic people. And also, they were abused, right? In every sense of the word. And there's a lot of things that needs to be shifting, right? That needs to be changed in the world, right? And also that requires us time and space, right? And also speaking the truth. Like this is what it's saying. It's like we must speak the truth. And that's another thing where I remember that most of these people were speaking the truth, right? And look what happened to their lives, right? A lot of things change. A lot of things, people change, right? So that's the messages that we're going to see after this. What they wanted to tell you guys and what to heal, okay? But definitely this is Spirit saying good for you, rewarding you that it's good to walk away from things that are no longer in your favor, okay? Focus on your life, on your finances, on your, things that make you feel love and at peace. There you go. You manifest what you want. Each of us have a gift, a thing that makes us be stable, create stability, but also that too we have to deal with society things, right? Yeah. So I see a lot of us are walking away from things that no longer serve us, right? Things that were kind of deceiving and, lying, jealousy, people who with not good intentions. But this also lets me know the 10 and the 7 where there has been black magic or dark magic done where it has been sent back, right? 7 of Cups is also means that there's other options for a lot of you. There's a lot of things that we're working on right now that Spirit's letting you know that it's okay to work on those things and just focus on that and don't focus on people, whatever. Like whatever, whoever's doing this, they're already below you, okay? Yeah, pay attention to the Queen of Cups in reverse. This is somebody very vindictive, very manipulative. Not somebody who, honestly, just be careful. There is a feminine energy and your energy who might be, yeah, this is Six of Cups, somebody who might be just being friends with you for what they can get from you, not being actually friends. They're interested in your money. Yeah, High Priestess, Five of Wands. Yeah, she's trying to manifest for you to be left in the cold, your finances, trying to affect your finances, conflict, to be conflict in your mind. Yeah, this is somebody creating some confusion, creating black magic for confusion. Yeah, be careful with this person. This person might be somebody in your circle, or it might not be. It might not be somebody, it might be somebody from work, they're saying. Or somebody who could be a family member. It could be anybody, but definitely a divine feminine. And a High Priestess, somebody very, very mysterious, and or it could be for somebody. Yeah, I see the Page of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Is on reverse. Yeah, somebody very manipulative, very. Yeah, if you're somebody who's psychic, who have some type of business or something that they want, or that it's making you somebody different in the world, like yeah, you're somebody completely different, unique, and you're expressing your truth and taking your space like you should. That's their insecurity, so please don't focus. Like once you hear this message, it's okay, like just focus on yourself and your healing. Do not let anybody, yes, you might be tired sometimes, this because it could be a lot. Whenever there's a lot of dark magic or anything sent to you by a lot of people, it can affect a lot of your psychic abilities, and can also make you very tired because your spirit's also fighting these people in a different perspective. So that's why you can become very tired, sometimes sick, right? With the 5, yeah, I'm seeing dark magic here. Yeah, somebody's doing dark magic. And they did it on this full moon. That's what they're saying. But it's not, yeah, 6, yeah, it's not, it's going back. Yeah, they're getting it back. Okay? Yeah, these are people who are not in their right mind. They're, yeah. Yeah, the Strength card. Yeah, somebody might approach you guys. Also, someone's trying to create the courage right now, but spirits, I don't know. With the Ace of Cups, the King of Cups. Yeah, just be careful. There's might be somebody trying to gain their strength after they betrayed you, after they sent dark magic and stuff, and try to, yeah, in this full moon, there's a lot of secrets, a lot of things being revealed, okay? So, you know, just protect yourself, protect your energy. Somebody coming with an offer. Yeah, but just be careful. This offer might not be what you think it is, okay? So make sure that you're checking all the contracts and all the stuff. There's a divine masculine trying to, this is 2 of Wands, 2 of Cups in reverse. There's been a separation. Some type of fall or partnership. Yeah. With somebody who was, oh God, yuck. Somebody who was a Queen of Wands in reverse. But the 2 of Pentacles like this means financial instability. This person is unstable. With the 2 of Wands, some type of decision. For sure, juggling something, or Nine of Cups, or this person thought that this person was a Nine of Cups, but it turns out to be a Queen and Wands and a Queen of Swords in reverse. Yeah, this Judgment. This person is doing, or this person have realized that they're crazy. Yeah, oof, karma. Yeah, there's karma, guys, coming for these people. The cards don't lie, okay? Judgment and Justice. Yeah, this is karma. Yeah, you're the star. You're star seeds. You're people who are in your King of Wands right now energy, who just kind of like focusing on yourself, on your stability, on your spirituality as well. Yeah, you're kind of working on your intuition. Some of you are divine feminines who are kind of in that King of Wands energy. You're very beautiful. You're very sexy. You're very intelligent. And you're working on yourself. You're not, you're focusing on yourself. These people think that you're wasting your time on like, no, you're not. You're focusing on yourself. You're letting go of addictions, of things that are not good for you. Yeah. Be careful. There's might be people who come with. Yeah, this is somebody who has this cycle before in the past. They might, they see you focus on yourself, but they're like pretending to be, they're like this Knight of Wands, but King of Pentacles in reverse, very manipulative, controlling, Earth sign, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus, Wands, fire signs, Aries, Leo. With the World card, it's all the signs, okay? But just be careful. It's just somebody that might not be what they seem to be. They might offer you some partnership, some collaboration or something, but yeah, Spirit's blocking this. Yeah, somebody's going through their karma, okay? So this is a warning for somebody that they're going through their karma and you just must not intervene, okay? You must stay in your own lane and don't try to intervene. Yeah, there's a lot of injustices, okay? It was an injustice, they're saying, okay? There's stuff that people might do to you that you might probably be protected that you didn't even know that happened, and then this was Spirit and divine protection. Like, rejection is protection, okay? If things don't, yeah, somebody is, yeah, just be careful, okay? You're in this energy. You're the Queen of Wands and you're the Queen of Swords, okay? Whoever this is, if you're a divine feminine or you resonate with that energy, doesn't matter gender, you're that person, okay? You're working on yourself, on things, on being kind and compassionate, but at the same time not taking shit for nobody. You're in this energy. You're cutting everybody who doesn't serve you. You're not taking anybody's shit, okay? Which is good. Sorry about the swear. All right, let's see what the messages that they want to say for healing. They're saying it's okay. Swearing opens the throat chakra. There you go. Vishuddha, throat chakra. All right, we are all children of conditioning. Let go of the outs, shoulds, and judgment that inhabits you. See, we're just talking about that. Speak wisely, speak gently, speak consciously, but find your truth and express yourself. What you have to say is important. You are an expression of the divine. See? Yes. That's awesome. And we are that expression. Each of us have our own way. All right. This is from this has other, ancestors that wanted, or ancestral masters. So the white ego, ancestor spirit, connect to your lineage. A family wound or pattern can be healed now. So a lot of us are going through that shadow work in our work and working on our throat chakra, right? To speak our truth, to work on speaking our truth, right? And that's what That's what Jesus is saying. You have to work on your forgiveness. Joan Arc says, you need that courage and bravery for that. So you have to work on your forgiveness. A lot of us are going through a spiritual awakening, but also healing inner child wounds, right? Especially abuse and things that has happened to us. And Mother Mary tells us that we have to go through all of this with love and peace and have that inner positive consciousness, right? And Buddha helps us with the spiritual awakening, with the spirituality, right? Amethyst helps us connect higher with the higher purpose, right? You're the sacred self, the Shekinah. Unleash your spirit, express your gift, dance to the sacred rhythm of life, right? So express those talents, those gifts. If you're looking for something that, self-expression. See, working on your throat chakra can help you. Self-expression. The passion felt in me cannot help but be expressed as I use my voice to put my message, wisdom, and teaching out into the world. What I have to say is important, and I will say it. I now make myself heard as my heart and soul express through my body, eyes, and voice. I speak up. See, a lot of us are going through that realization that we have to speak up, right? So this is what they're kind of letting you guys know, that working on your throat chakra can help you with expression, with your talents and stuff like that. Integrity. Crown chakra. If a lot of us are not in that mindset, right, like doing things that are not good for us, and now we're getting all this magic that we send it, now we're getting it back. Like, you need to work on your integrity. You have lack of integrity, right? You have lack of honesty. You're low vibration. That's horrible. Focus on you. You don't need to be doing that to other people. It really is a waste of your time, and it backfires every time, especially if these people are protected. These people are protected. Therefore, you are just harming yourself. Anyways, to each their own. Integrity. I'm aligned with my higher truth, and I'm deeply and lovingly honest with myself, especially if these people are going through their path and they're doing their life purpose and they're doing their mission. I'm telling you, your karma is like, wow. I listen to the truth in my heart and know what is right within me, aware that many truths can exist. I am ethical and integrous in my actions. I have integrity. See? A lot of us are working on that. So that's something that it comes from the crown chakra. That's something that, you can help heal with amethyst, The heart chakra. A lot of us, to understand, to tap into this wisdom, not only the throat chakra, we have to work on our heart chakra. So a lot of us are working on that, on gratitude, right? Working on our gratitude. Being grateful for all the things that we already have right now that we, and also like, that's another thing that I'm getting, like the extra spending and the extra thing. Like, if you don't need certain things, it's better not to. Like, internal happiness, it's within. You don't need anything external. Anything external is just extra. Gratitude. I am thankful and humble as I move through life. I receive willingly, lovingly, and graciously. I recognize and appreciate the small things in life, the synchronicities and beauty that can be found at each and every moment. I am grateful. That's amazing. So you see also that too, if those who are able to spend more time in nature, okay, and being grateful for being able to go out and do these things, okay. The third eye chakra. A lot of us, since we're going through a spiritual awakening, that's something that I'm definitely sensing from Maria Magdalene, is that to work on that, okay? To work on, once we're in that spiritual sense, like we have to maintain it, right? It can get a little flaky and stuff with stagnation and procrastinations, right? And distractions, and so many things are happening right now in the world, okay? So this is what she's saying, is that to maintain this, to nurture the third eye, right? To work on things that help us nurture that, so that we can always be in tune, and also don't take advantage of us, right? We're able to access our capabilities and be able to work on what we need to work on, which is literally helping with different aspects of the world right now. It could be climate change. It could be the health system. It could be holistic, probably restorative, land back. There's a lot of activities that need to be focused on building equity, working circular economy, sustainability. All these things require its time and space, and also require each of us in its own way. So this could be a message for any people who are working into activism or doing things differently to change this toxic thing. These people all try. Now you are in that generation. Let's see the next, each of us have to try, because we must. We cannot live like this anymore, especially now. Climate crisis and emergency is happening, and we have to be conscious of that. Soar like an eagle to find clarity. Things are not always as they seem. See the beauty and the gift in everything. Pay attention to the messages that are gifted to you in life and through your imagination. Dare to dream and create a vision for your life. You are the creator of your own reality. Yes, absolutely. Manifestors, right? But consciously, people who think, and also that too, that helps with the solar plexus chakra. And they're letting me know also, in my blog where I wrote, I left you guys a table on the recent blog about the Venus retrograde. I left you guys a blog that says whenever each of these chakras are unbalanced or distorted, you see what happens emotionally, right? So that way you can see what happens when you see a balance, when it is balanced, and how to get to balance, okay? So this is something that I'm saying for a lot of people, because this is the fact where there's a lot of abusive and things like that happening, is because we have our solar plexus on balance, okay? So time to work on this. You are free to be yourself. Your power is yours to keep. No excuses, no apologies. Banish fear and shine your light. You always have been, you always will be. You belong. Okay? Sacral chakra. Wow, the sacral chakra. Let's see, what is this? Be still and connect with all your senses. Tap into the deep ocean of resources within you and play with your sensuality and creativity. I love this. This is something that it means also abundance and intense psychic abilities, right? With the whale and stuff, and the ocean and the dolphins. Definitely see communities. So that's what they're saying. It's healing this can help you, connect with your creativity, but also sensuality. Understanding that this, we all have this sensual part will help us, heal and also manifest, and when we do it in a conscious way, right? Explore and indulge in life's pleasures. Go ahead, follow your creative impulses. You are a magnificent creation. Absolutely. The root chakra. So here we go. So grounding. So this is where I saw the colors of everything makes sense, right? And this is them explaining how, being more grounded, having a spiritual practice or anything is practice that can keep you grounded daily can help you combat any spiritual my alarm. My wake up alarm, but now I wake up earlier, so I have to change that. But hey, it could be a sign as well. Spirit, Maya Mandalene talks in her own psychic way, right? So there you go. She's saying grounding. I am anchored into my physical existence and resonant in perfect harmony with the physical world. I am of the earth as I am of heaven. I root down and yield to the world around me. I connect with the life-giving energies of the earth and lovingly release lower vibration to Gaia to be transformed. I am earth. Absolutely. Okay, I'm gonna leave this here because it's just her. It's great. Grounding. Absolutely. The heart chakra. Forgiveness. There you go. Another forgiveness one. See? Both of them. Which is why it's interesting that I find the connection between these two. It's even not into their existence, They're still always around us. Okay, let's do. They're always around us, right? They're always within us in spirit. They never really leave us, right? And they're always been trying to help us and point us to the way of what would we have to do and how we have to do it, right? So they're letting us know that a lot of meditation, praying, gratitude, spiritual practices can help us overcome a lot of toxic things in the system, but also be able to understand ourselves, right? Because each of us have inner child wounds, right? Each of us have things that have happened to us that, makes us not in a good, how do I say this? In a good, how do I say this? In a good, like, most of us didn't grow up in situations where we can be, outspoken and say what we really mean and speak our truth and stuff like that. And right now, what they're saying is that we have that opportunity, right? We have that capability to be able to speak up, use different outlets to communicate things that we need to address or talk about, Anyways, forgiveness. Let's see. This is definitely heart chakra advice for you guys, especially those for sure are going through the realization that some of these people that you already feeling who's doing this dark magic, doing this thing, you're already understanding that these people, you have to forgive yourself, for yourself more than, than them kind of thing, But yeah, forgive them. I would say forgive and don't forget, because forgetting, it can get you in trouble later in the past, okay? The past is just to learn as a lesson and then just leave it there and keep going, right? But don't forget the things that people have done that, are really kind of unforgivable, right? But Master Jesus says, forgive them for yourself, okay? And I'm sure all the other masters are saying, like, it's all about that. Healing is forgiving and understanding, right? But just forgive for yourself, so the weight, the anger and the hate and all that stuff, it's not, because it's very heavy, okay? And it's very easy to act in that aspect too, the hateful, envious thing. That's so easy, right? That's what those people do it, right? But you are better than that. You know that you don't do that stuff. Right? You work on yourself, you work on helping people, you're a service, you're probably a teacher, you're probably somebody who works with other people, or, you work with different, you understand others, you understand duality, you understand that everyone's deserves a chance, whether they have psychic abilities or higher ability than others, it doesn't matter, they're all the same. In that way also too, they don't act like they are better than everybody, that's why it makes even more like, it doesn't make sense. So there's commercials on the songs, the usual YouTube video songs. Let's see. Anyways, forgiveness, guys. Forgiveness. I forgive myself for my imperfections. Do my best and find contentment with that, and I'm good enough. I recognize my hurts and nurture my inner child with all that he needs. I forgive others for their preconception, judgment, and behaviors, trusting we are all doing our best with their current levels of awareness and patterning. I forgive. Definitely. There's a lot of forgiveness that needs to happen. Definitely this couple of weeks, or I don't know, before we go into 2022, guys. That's definitely the message. So I'm gonna look into the moon oracle. Oh, this one already popped up. Okay, guys. Prosperity lies ahead, new moon in Taurus. So there's definitely the Taurus energy, or it could be earthly energy, but definitely feeling that a lot of earth signs need to work on this more grounding, more forgiveness, take their space if they need to, keep speaking your truth, Okay, work on the chakras that we talked about. Work on healing and balancing your chakras. Okay, so that it can help you continue your ideas. Hold your vision. Yeah, definitely believe that. Especially if you're working on things changing the status quo or changing different things, you know, definitely feel the feeling that it might, yes, see? Again, wow, look at that. Tell the spirit, meditate and contemplate. Pisces. Yeah. So a lot of water signs as well. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. There's a lot of fire signs too. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. And the air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Take time to breathe out. Yeah. Take time to breathe out. See, there's a lot of you guys who are working to your spiritual awakening right now, and you don't understand why. Yes. You're seeking different truths, right? You're working on these different aspects of truths, right? You're seeing that a lot of things don't no longer align with, you know, with what you thought the things were, right? But now things are different. Things are changing. So you're understanding now that there's a lot of forgiveness, and there's a lot of grounding and meditation that needs to happen. There's a lot of praying, especially, you know, you understand that if you're spiritually strong and your mind is strong, you understand that nothing that anybody does can affect you. If they're trying to affect your finances or your business or love life or whatever, it won't affect you. You will still hold that vision. But do take time out to recharge, to heal, right? But there's a lot of forgiveness that needs to happen here, especially for if this was a loved one that is doing this. Yeah, compassion. These are your angels. There's a lot of compassion. And there you go. In order to have this compassion, you need to forgive a lot of aspects, especially aspects that, you know, you're not really proud about yourself, right? That you're not really, yeah. Especially if you been doing this in a kind of not negative way to friends or unions, or try to separate other people and stuff like that. Like, that comes back with a price, right? And at the same time, I see that there's some people who are working now on this new aspect, right, of creating boundaries with friends and people with marriage and stuff like that too. Like, I see that, like, a lot of people are, you know, are creating this, making it okay to speak their truth about taking your space and taking your time out, right? Yeah. Oh my gosh, look at that. And earth and ground, again, the same motive. So guys, the energy, what it's saying is that the more we ground ourselves, the more we work on our mind, the more we meditate and keep ourselves grounded, the more we are protected. Especially divine spirit, like Holy Spirit, you know, and a lot of things could change for us, you know, in terms of, like, you know, whatever we're manifesting, whatever we want or don't want anymore as well, right? All right, so I'm going to read some of the messages that they want to tell you, or if it's related to any of this. But I feel like a lot of us needs to focus on healing inner child wounds, abuse, anything like that, especially during this full moon. If they already passed, it doesn't matter, it's still going. Don't worry about that. I would still suggest to do, you know, meditation, like healing meditation, anything that helps you heal. In terms of, you know, going through abuse and stuff like that, it's important, okay? Alright, so I'm going to
see what the angels and ancestors want to tell you guys, but this is what the Master Ascendants want to speak with you guys, that we have to have compassion and forgiveness for a lot of things, especially for things that has been done to us, but not necessarily, was meant to harm us and hurt us, but we were able to overcome these things, But also that it's okay to rest, it's okay to take your space, it's okay to speak your truth, but do it in a way that, compassionate way, right? Especially like a lot of people are going through things that you have no idea about, But a lot of grounding and a lot of healing happens, that inner work, shadow work happens there too, okay? That healing. Yeah, balance. There's definitely emotional balance. Everything is falling into place. The money I seek is seeking me. 888. That's a good energy. I feel like the 888 is closing cycles, which is what we saw the Wheel of Fortune, right? Like what comes around comes around. So a lot of things are being balanced right now. There's divine judgment, and a lot of people are going through that divine judgment right now. So I'm definitely feeling that, okay, guys? Sorry, I'm shuffling the cards. I just want to show you. But definitely, I'm feeling that a lot of cycles have been closed, and that too, there's a lot of forgiveness and grounding that needs to happen, inner healing for sure, because a lot of things, I got wedding in reverse, so this is, some of us are going through divorces, going through difficult things, especially betrayal, like when you go through ultimate betrayal, like Ten of Swords is the ultimate betrayal, right? Like, or miscarriage. Oh, that's really sad. I'm so sorry if you're going through that. I'm really sorry. Yeah, that's something that is very difficult, that you need to take your space and, let things, because, the truth, it can be very difficult to accept, right? Especially if you're going through divorces, especially if you're going through, but also some of you are also, if you got people who sent you that kind of vibe and you didn't know and you weren't protected and that happened to you, I'm really sorry, but I'm telling you, their karma is going to be bad, because you don't mess with the unborn. You just don't. Surrender to journey, release control. And again, surrender. Yeah, a lot of us are understanding about that. Like, I'm not really sure about that realization. Yeah, consciously healthy. Yeah, some of you are working on this, working on staying conscious, which is good, okay? And a lot of us are going through transformations, right? A lot of these situations, especially karmic situations that we're healing from, that we're speaking the truth about, that we're taking our space, that we're creating boundaries with these karmic people, that we know that they're just bad guys, that they're not good for us, they should not be in our environment. Yeah, this has triggered our awakening, right? So we have to take that time out. We have to, guys, okay? You have to take that time out, especially if you have to forgive very unforgivable things, but you have to do it for yourself, okay? Yeah, LGBTQ, so anybody from the LGBTQ community, it's okay to be yourself. That's what they're letting you know, that, the times are not like that before, okay? It's okay to be yourself, speak your truth, and work on things that, you're going through a very intense transformation, and the Holy Spirit, and they're trying to protect you. Prison, 3D reality. It could be a prison, someone's going to prison, or someone's in prison, but I saw it in reverse. It came out in reverse. So I guess somebody has been out of a spiritual jail, mental jail, or it could be prison. So this might resonate for some people or might not, but it came out in reverse. So somebody's out of that spiritual jail that they were, or they're going to. That's what they're saying. Oh, they're going to, but it hasn't happened yet. So that's their karma, guys. Yeah, they're saying to do more research and study about this if you've never experienced this type of. That's what I've been doing, guys. Like, if you don't understand what spiritual jail means, what kind of bad karma happens to other people in terms of, like, there's just some of the stuff that I researched was that yeah, it's a mental depression, anxiety, like something that like really intense, like, and also that too, they lose everything, their money, everything. Your prayer are being answered, be patient. Yeah, so this is a confirmation as well that I was called to do this reading. Yeah, Oasis 5D, heaven on earth is coming, guys. Okay, it's just, it takes time and a lot of preparation. Like, a lot of us, it's also distraction created to block the negative and horrible things coming to us. So that's another thing where a lot of us are being kind of like, whoa, are we being hypnotized or kind of thing? No, it's not that. It's just that it's a lot going on, and we kind of have to deviate from, try to deviate the enemy a little bit so that we can able to reach as much as we can and be able to help as much as we can. Trigger as fuck. Yeah, so this is definitely is gonna trigger a lot of people, or what you're doing, or things that you're doing, especially if you're taking your space and you're creating boundaries. That a lot of people don't understand that. They don't even know what that means. Trust the universe, God, and yourself. You got this. Yes, I definitely believe so. You guys are all meant to be doing something amazing in the world. That's what these messages come out, right? Yeah. So this is something to help you. It came out in reverse. So regrets and shame. So you guys are finally, that's what's going to happen. That's what it is, right? You're being triggered, you're healing and going through your forgiveness, and you're letting go of the regrets and shame that you hold, especially if it's not even from you sometimes, right? So you guys are working on that, yeah. Spiritual reward, God is going to give you back for your sacrifices. And He always does. He always does, right? Especially when you have that jar of good karma and that good things that you've been doing for other people, you've been healing and working good for yourself. You haven't wished bad on anybody. This is not for people like this. If you're a person who have been doing black magic, dark magic, and stuff like that, this reading is not for you. Okay, you're low. You're low, and God bless you, Jesus. No, this is for people who don't do that kind of stuff. Okay, it could be from the LGBT community. It could be from the any signs. Somebody who's dealing with a lot of problems right now. But let's continue going and see what else. Yeah, some of you are dealing with materialistic, egocentric narc. Be careful. See? This is the person who's sending the magic. Or doing horrible things or sending you, yeah. Some of you are dealing with also family issues, or these people who are dealing with family issues, they can't stand themselves, so they're trying to create problems for you, right? Sex work, pay for sex. So some of you could be dealing with somebody who is in the sex industry, but also very egocentric, materialistic. They also have family wounds, family issues. So I think this is where love yourself. Or it could be that those people are from the LGBT community as well. They're dealing with somebody who's very materialistic, egocentric, who has family issues, and you are somebody who works for the sex work industry. Or somebody has some type of relationship with a sex worker, somebody who is a prostitute, right? Somebody, yeah. I don't know what this manifests your dreams, love, good health. Okay, so this is for this particular individuals, is that this is the universe letting you guys know that whatever situation that you have done that is the past, okay? It's not something that you need to be worried about. The person who's doing this stuff that you have to deal with for sure, if it's somebody who is negative, who is a horrible person, who just wanted you for your money and stuff like that, then that's what they're saying is it's time to heal that, let go of that, love yourself, okay? Love again, okay? Manifest your dream, what you want, or go for what you actually wanted, because I feel like there's some decisions that need to be made here. And I see here good health. Work on the health, right? Karma left behind for the Empress. Equality wins. DM turning into Emperors. Okay. That's beautiful. Okay, so this confirms that. Interesting. Oh wow. Healing work. Forgive yourself. Something has to change. Everyone has either their past. Stop being envious, comparing, judging, gossiping, and being negative towards others. Focus on your own shit. Wow. Yeah. Definitely feeling this energy. Okay. So some of you have been through some really intense stuff, okay? Like nobody's business. And then you're finally working on no longer being in that space. But also you know that somebody in your circle has been envious and sending you shit and dark magic or whatever. It could be somebody who you're recently broken up with, or someone who's separated or something like that, or somebody within your family. But I see here, family karma left behind for the Empress. Equality wins. DM turning into Emperors. So a lot of DM masculine, divine masculine are working on your forgiveness, on your grounding. I see. And then you're speaking your truth about certain karmics. So I see that karma was hell, right? You realize that they were not giving you good health. And this is why you're manifesting something better. Yes, now I understand. Yeah, you're doing the healing work. You're forgiving yourself and you're changing things. That's why you're probably in that lower vibrational energy, and now you're switching to listen to your intuition, listen to the divine. You're praying more, you're being more grounded in yourself, you're forgiving yourself, especially choices that you have to make in the past. I guess to pay bills, right? But you're in good health, you know, and love yourself. There's a lot of love here. This is what they're trying to say for whoever this message might be, is that most of you guys are in that working healing process, that perhaps you weren't reaching people and stuff like that because you were in a good space. Some of you could be saving or helping somebody not to be involved in these situations, because it could be a very dangerous, toxic karmic. Somebody very toxic, somebody very manipulative and jealous, okay? Some of you, there's a person who's protecting you. Yeah, they have to do stuff to get money, okay guys? But it doesn't mean that they're bad people. It doesn't mean that they're bad, you know, they're healthy. They're healthy and they're focusing on themselves, they're loving themselves. They're probably changing situations. I see them changing for the better. This is a divine masculine that's literally completely changed his entire life for somebody, which is beautiful. This is, I guess that's what the energy came here. I feel that energy from them. Meditation. Yeah, there's a lot of meditation that needs to happen here, especially if you're the person who's going through this type of changing, type of situation. Oh wow, okay. They're saying to show you guys this. So for some of you, someone is coming with a proposal. Okay. You are sexy. Happy. Okay. Pretending, betrayal, insecure, disloyal, hypocrite, bad in nature, divine judgment, karma. Oof, yeah. Okay, guys, so be careful. There's somebody trying to ask you for marriage or something, but they might be mentally unstable. Yeah. Or they might be coming for your money or something sick in the head. Be careful. Habitual liar. Possessive, controlling, manipulative liar, low lives. Okay. Release. Yeah, this might resonate for some of you guys. This is this is something that has happened in the past, okay? This is somebody who always comes back, but they have this energy of kind of betrayal energy, okay? They might be really mentally unstable and they're a habitual liar, okay? So they might be really good liars. So use your intuition, okay? Release. It's time to let go of what no longer serves you. I accept that it is over, but I can also embrace that it's getting started for me on a divine level. Okay? 10-10, which is completion, right? 9-9 is usually when you guys are working on your, yourselves, on Pentacle, but also 9-9 can be also, this person might be having a lot of financial situations and problems, and they see you as somebody who can help them, okay? So use your discernment, all right? I'm an alchemist. Transmute darkness into light, light worker. So a lot of you could be also light workers as well, which I guess that's where I get the divine messages and the masters ascending from that progression. So a lot of us are light workers, right? And are to deal with betrayals and people betraying us. So this is what the divine spirit is saying. Release what no longer serves you, okay? And be the alchemist. Alchemize whatever negative, whatever thing that they're sending you, turn it into love. Turn it into something beautiful. Turn it into creativity, creation. Turn it into a song. I don't know. Something creative. Something that can help the world. Turn it into a course, a book, a painting. Use that dark energy that these people or that you recently have to walk away from or that you recently have to let go of, For some of you, it could be that this is another, because there's different energies here. So it could be that some of you are going to be happy in a proposal and this person finds you sexy, but also there could be also another person that could be just trying to get to you, to betray you, okay? They might be sick in the head and they're liars, okay? So be careful. Again, I'm just here reading energy. I can't control the energy. I just read what I see. And that's what the ancestors and divine spirit wants to let you guys know, okay? Release what no longer serves you and turn whatever energy, because you are divinely protected, okay? Nothing can touch you. Nothing, okay? All right, I hope this message helped you guys. Thank you so much for liking, commenting, and subscribing. And I hope to see you in the next reading, okay? Have a beautiful day. Oh, and also I wanted to say that we are having a raffle. So I'm going to leave the description below the raffle. It's a raffle ticket, and basically on a weekly basis or on a monthly basis, we will be picking anybody from the raffle to win this pot, just to help them somehow financially, okay? So thank you for helping, and thank you for sharing, and thank you for participating. Okay, bye, thank you.